people. I just wanted to talk about. I love the shirt. It's so funny because he's like the last person I'd like expect to like be playing a musical instrument because he's wearing those gloves. You know. Anyways, and plus, like I know I shouldn't stereotype. I guess that's what that means. I just saw a movie tonight. I'm yawning. I'm not tired. Sometimes I yawn when I'm not tired. Um, and it's called Living Among Us, and it's 2018 film. I think it's rated TV mature. Director is Brian Metcalf. Genre is a horror. But I looked up on InternetMovieDatabase.com, and it said it was a comedy also, but there wasn't much humor in it because I watched it and I didn't laugh once. I was mostly, it's about, let me finish saying what I was saying. It's starring Esme Bianco, Andrew Keegan, Thomas Ian Nicholas, John Hurt, and Jordan Danger. I think I got all of them, all those guys in there. Um, anyways, so it's basically about vampires, about a film crew that's making a documentary about some vampires. And so they go to their house, and then that agree to be filmed, and then they film them in their environment. And I really, the twist happened like I thought it was gonna happen. It was kind of predictable movie, but overall, and there was a lot of gore because it's like vampires, and so there was some blood in here. So if you don't like gory films, then don't see this movie. Someone said it's a ripoff of What We Do in the Shadows. I'm not sure because I haven't seen that movie yet, but I think they're about like similar things, like about vampires and documentary about vampires. And this one isn't. Living Among Us didn't seem like a comedy to me. It seemed more like just a horror film, like one of your horror films. Um, I like. I think I thought I recognized John Hurt from being in Underworld, those Underworld movies when he played the vampire elder, but I could be wrong. But he kind of reminded me of that actor that plays one of the vampire elders in one of those films from Underworld, one of those Underworld films, which is also about vampires, but not about vampire documentaries. I really liked how like in Creep they used like the perspective of like one guy while they were filming this movie. I thought they did a really good job like putting it all together in the end, and like and I really like it was just really, even though some parts were predictable, it was actually kind of entertaining. The beginning's kind of boring because it's just like you don't really get to know too much about the character development or the characters, like their personalities, except like one of the vampires in it. And I thought this was actually okay. I'm like more for like character development in the beginning, but I think like it would have taken away from the story in this case if you would have focused more on the character development, you know what I'm saying, like of the main characters. And I'm glad some of the main characters survive. Oh, yeah, there's gonna be spoilers. I'm sorry. I should have said that in the beginning. There's gonna be spoilers in this video. I'm glad some of the main characters survived in the end. That was, well, it seemed like it was at first. And then there's like another twist in there too. Um, I liked how they did it, like, kind of like, not futuristic like, but like, kind of like fictional like, like if vampires were living among us, which is like where they probably got the title from. And I think um, Thomas Ian Nicholas, I think he was in another movie. He looked like one of those like actors like I've seen in another movie, but I can't remember the name of it, so I'm kind of annoyed with that. But I'll figure it out. He's one of those actors that aren't like one of the main like famous actors, but like you recognize his face, like oh I've seen that guy before kind of thing in a movies, but you don't know the actor's name. He's one of those guys. I thought he did a really good job acting in this film. I think most of the actors did a really good job in this film acting. Like I said, because it was kind of boring and it kind of slow paced at times, but overall I really liked this film. Um, it was what I thought it would be and a little bit more. So I don't know what else to say about it. I really like the different camera angles and the use of technology that they used in this film. I thought that was really cool, like to get with the times kind of. And like just the fact that they used it, this was so much better than The Purge. I have to say that because I really hated those movies, and I loved the fact that they were like fighting against the vampires in the movie, like towards like the middle, like more like towards the end. I thought that was a really good twist, and it was really scary because like with the guy with the camera, because I was like on the edge of my seat, like, oh, is he gonna die or not? You don't know, and that was really interesting to watch. Um, I thought yeah, in this case I think if they would have focused more on character development, it would have taken away from the film instead of it would taken away the focus of like what the film was supposed to be on. And I think maybe that's why they didn't focus too much on the character development this time in this film. Because it would have taken away from what the movie was about, because the focus was on the vampire family, not so much on the people making the documentary about the vampire family. So I think that was a good route to go. Let's see what else. What else would I want to say? I didn't want to make this video too long. If you're like having a lazy day and you don't know what to do, I recommend watching this movie. Get some popcorn and watch this movie. It's really good. I liked it anyway. On InternetMovieDatabase.com, it wasn't rated that highly, which I was surprised. It wasn't really a deep movie or profound movie, but it was entertaining, and that's really cool too. So yeah, I thought it was very interesting. The actors did a really good job. I liked the cast. I think they did good job on with the cast members. They did good with the camera shots and the different angles. They did really good with the lighting. The lighting, the lack of lighting in some parts really helped set the tone of the movie and made it more scary to watch. And the lack of lighting and the lighting made it really interesting. And the special effects were really good too. There was a lot of blood in this movie, so if you don't like blood, then I don't think you should watch it. But yeah, overall, I'd say like I highly recommend it. I give it probably like 4 stars. Like I said, it wasn't very deep or profound, but I thought it was very entertaining and to watch. It kept my interest. It made me want to actually keep watching it instead of like another one of those slow paced movies that makes you want to like to keep tuning it out and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I hope you like this video. I didn't want to get too deep or profound in my explanation of it because it wasn't really a deep or profound movie. Have an awesome day.